So as a neighbourhood policing officer, one of my roles is to look at the crimes that are happening on my patch, so covering Trent Bridge and the Musters wards. So when I come in at the start of the day, it tends to be have a look over briefing, see what intelligence there is. There's been a call from a member of the public identifying that they've discovered a number of Amazon parcels which have been dumped. So we're going to go out to that today, go ascertain if there's any evidential value, and it's just one of those small pieces of intelligence. It's a member of the public saying they've seen something and they want to tell us about it so we can go and take positive action. So the initial thoughts are the packaging we've got left over is probably linked to the theft of at least either Amazon parcels or the theft of a van which had Amazon parcels in it. So we'll be looking at the addresses, looking at the shipping details, speaking to Amazon and trying to work out where this fits in. Just looking at it on its own, it could be regarded as a fly tip, recording the details, recording what's here and investigating the shipping numbers and the personal details warrants investigation, but ultimately the fly tip we will look to our partner organisations to help us clear it away. So we're going to go and see the original informant who's spoken to the police about them being dumped. She's actually recovered one of the parcels intact, still containing the item within. It's my intention to go and seize the item, but also go and thank the lady for contacting the police. So this is Central Avenue in West Bridgford. This is one of the main streets on my beat. It's got most of the shops, cafes, restaurants, really busy part of West Bridgford. People still want to see a visible presence from police. Coming out on foot gives us opportunity to speak to shop owners, people working in the town, and also members of the public. One of our biggest shoe sellers here in West Bridgford. How long have you had this patch for? 7 years. Paul's a really great chap. So one of the problems we have identified historically in West Bridgford is a problem with beggars, but actually having people like Paul here lawfully trading the big issue helps reduce that as a local problem, and Paul does a really great job here, doesn't he? In terms of being out on foot patrol, you see a lot of things that you wouldn't do ordinarily. So you see your regulars, Paul, who's the big issue seller. Also some of those small things, a person riding their pedal cycle on the pavement, had opportunity to speak to them and advise them to go on the road. On a day-to-day basis we mainly deal with acquisitive crime and volume crime, so your thefts of vehicles, your burglaries, your criminal damage, as well as the antisocial behaviour and other community issues.
First of all, for me, neighbourhood policing is an amazing place to work. It's a place where you can do so many different things. You work with the community, you work with the public, you can be proactive, you can be reactive, as well as learning and getting your own experience ready for the future. I thoroughly enjoyed my time when I went to the city centre as a neighbourhood sergeant. You know, I'm a neighbourhood inspector now, and I still go back to some of the lessons I learned there around partnership working and how to run operations and working with the community in those relationships. They will often balance that between the proactive work that we do need them to do, but the more longer term work around partnership relationships can take time, and we have to prove that we are to be trusted. So there's a balance between both, and that's the great side of neighbourhood policing. It's incredibly important to be out in those communities, because that is the bedrock, that's the heart of neighbourhood policing. I'm really proud of everything they do. I understand it's not easy, and I do ask a lot of them, but I do want them to know I'm proud of them and I'm grateful for the work they do.